Hey everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. So today I'm back with the another interview question. Okay, so the table is today the fact events. Okay, so there are few events in this table, like the columns are ID column, time ID column, user ID column, customer ID column, client ID, event type, and the event ID. Okay, so the table is there are few customer IDs. The customer IDs basically are the clients for the company. Okay, and the particular customer ID have many users, like C1 is a user ID customer ID, and the U1 and U2 is a user ID which related to the customer ID. Okay, the customer ID C1 has two users, customer ID C2 has also many users. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, so there are other columns like client ID, which is desktop, mobile, desktop. So the client ID column represent the values where the customer ID or the users perform their operations. Okay, and the event type, what kind of operation they perform, like click event or the view operation. Okay, and this is the event ID. Okay, so this is the particular event ID related to the particular event type, like the click, the event ID is 101, the view is ID 102. Okay, so it is like that. Okay, so we have to find the highest number of users that use desktop only. Okay, so as you can see, this is the user ID column and this is the customer ID column, and the customer ID C1, as you can see, desktop, and the customer ID C1 is also using mobile, but we have to find those customer IDs that use desktop only. Okay, so as you can see, the question is we have to find the company with the highest number of users. Okay, with the highest number of users that use desktop only. So that means the company, we have to find the company who use only desktop. Okay, so as per the output, the C1 is also using mobile and desktop, so that does not meet the requirement. Okay, so we want only the companies who use only desktop. C2 use only desktop. Okay, C3 use only desktop, and C4 use desktop and mobile, so it is disqualified. C5 use only desktop. Okay, so first we will find the customer IDs, those customer IDs using only desktop. We will filter those rows, and after that we will calculate the count and will generate the output. Okay, so let's write the query. So first of all, we will find customer ID. Okay, customer ID from fact events where client ID equals to not equals to desktop. All right, so it will filter those rows who doesn't have a desktop. Okay, so that means who doesn't have a desktop, it will come out with the mobile, tablet, and mobile. Okay, so C1 and C1 and C4. Okay, so let's run this. As you can see, so we don't want these rows. Okay, so we don't want customer ID C1 and we don't want customer ID C4. So let's create a subquery. Select asterisk from fact events where customer ID not in this. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so now we have these rows who doesn't relate to mobile or tablet. Okay, so let's run the main table so that we can see the actual difference. Okay, let's run both the tables. As you can see, in the fact event table we have a whole data. Okay, so now first of all we'll check for C1 desktop, mobile, we don't want C1. Now in the output we have C2 equal to desktop, C2 equal to desktop. Okay, C2 equal to desktop and C2 equal to desktop. Perfect, we want this output. And now next we go to C3 equal to desktop. So, okay, in the main table we will check again for C3 equal to desktop, and we don't have any other row which is C3. And again C4 equal to desktop, C4 equal to mobile. Okay, but we want only the customer ID who use only desktop, not mobile. So C4 use mobile as well, so we don't want C4. Okay, so now we have a C5 as a output in the result table. So C5 desktop, C5 is only using desktop. So all right, perfect. So we have this table, we have this result set, and now what we're going to do here is we will create a CTE. All right, with CTE as select asterisk from CTE, and we will create groups. Okay, so we'll create a group of customer ID C2, we will create a group of C3 and C5. Okay, now CU as customer sorry, CU customer ID, and client ENT client ID, and user ID. Okay, and group by customer ID, user ID. And what we want the highest number of users. Okay, so now let's run this query. Okay, so as you can see, we have unique values C2 desktop and C3 and C5. So let's generate the count as well. Okay, so as you can see, C2, the maximum number of users of a desktop is done by user ID U3 and the customer ID C2. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll generate the first row. We'll get the first row as an output. All right, so let's select top one asterisk from CNT. So this is the highest number of users that use desktop. Okay, all right, so this is the output we want. And if you have a better logic than this, so please share it with me in the comment section. And if you like the video, so please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. So thank you so much guys for your time. Have a good day. Keep learning.